Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel, Grandmother Winds of the Earth. Having a wee coffee and chat. Might not be a long one today, but just happy to be back after my wee break. Quite a lot's happened in that time, and I must admit, um, I'm looking forward to the end of summer and into autumn or fall. That's my creative time. I like to kind of start to cozy down. The trees in the Shire round the cottage are amazing. The colours are starting to turn already. So I might have some nice photos of that nearer the end of the month for you. So yes, first of all, how are you all? Um, I hope you've been okay. The world seems to have been even more kind of traumatic with things going on with weather, climate change, and there's been so much more sort of aggression out there, I feel. But I must admit, I've had so much going on with my own family that and my own life that I have been very focused on that. So it's been a time for family and health and trying to get back into some sort of motion forward. I felt quite stuck for a while just due to circumstances, and I think I'm pacing myself going back into the autumn. I have an understanding now of what I can and can't do, which is a big thing for me to say. I just need to not ignore it and actually do what the universe shows me. And I'm sure a lot of you are the same. I think most empaths are the same. We tend to give and not look after ourselves properly. But I have actually started that as well. My daughters are doing well, and there's been sort of health changes for one and home changes for another, and they're all taking them forward and are very beneficial. I'm very, very, very happy about that. My little grandson is a dream, although he's so tall, and he brings me so much joy that my face just is sore with smiling after he's gone away after a visit. Jim, he's now a pensioner. He got his pension last week. Well, he will do. And I think he's kind of like, I don't, am I that old? And I'm like, yes. In a nice way, of course. But it's, again, I think it's quite a big thing for him. A lot of you that have been with the channel a long time know that he has problems with backs and hips at times, and he's in a period where he's more stable now, and it's I don't think he's going to maybe fall, or I don't think he's going to go back the way, hopefully. But you never know with backs. Those of you that have got back problems, you'll understand that. But all in all, yeah, we had some nice birthday cake and stuff with them, and I think I think in a way we're both looking forward to maybe a cozier time with just everybody fine. Um, we both started about a few months ago on a plant-based whole foods way of eating, and it really, I'm really enjoying it. Actually, it's making me more creative, and having to think about things more as to what we eat. But so far so good. I'm definitely enjoying new flavors. I love Korean cooking anyway, and Jim likes Italian, so they're very able to be plant based. So we've got that, and we're trying to drink more water, and because we're getting on a wee bit now, so we want to look after ourselves and hang it down to a noise. So there's something I want to ask of you, and it's based on the last book, Dying to Live. I had asked for things about people passing and bits of mediumship that you'd had, and that part of the book where everybody sent me their things they would like me to know about messages they'd had or things they'd seen, I think was the best bit of Dying to Live. I think it made a difference. I think when we have so many people writing their experiences, that it becomes very accessible for so many different people who have accessed that book. So yes, I'm happy with the bits I have written in it, and it continues to sell. But my pride in it was collating your stories, and sort of editing them and stuff like that. That to me made the book. Now, I have been writing the Grandmother Winds of the Earth Wisdom and Magic book for 2 years now, and I was aware that I might put it out half and half, or I might make it one big volume. Kind of ground to a halt a bit, wasn't sure where I was going with it. Knew that there was something not right, maybe another book that had to be written alongside it or before it came out. I had ideas for a novel, which I was very happy about, and I still think I'll do at one point. But I've been asked to do more of a follow-on to Dying to Live. Basically more about living the life spiritually so that we can be ready for our own passing. So it's basically, how to live to have a good death, basically. And I'm very excited about the way that I want to approach that and the things that I want to put in it. It seems a natural progression to Dying to Live. And again, one thing I'm totally sure of is I want your input again, because that's what made Dying to Live so special. So what I would like from you is to send me any experiences you've had of maybe being with someone as they passed. Tell me what you saw, what you felt, anything about that, whether it was spiritual, whether it was, it was worrisome, whether it was the most amazing thing you've seen, and also if you've had anyone come back through either a medium or directly to you via channeling or a dream of a spirit that's told you what they experienced. I've had amazing insights into the spirit world and the time of passing. Also some from my dad, which was amazing. But I'd like your insight. So think of the book as a way to progress spiritually, mentally, and living your life to be your best now, so that you can be ready for your own passing, ready to face it whenever it comes, because we just never know when it's going to come. And to back that up, I would also like your stories of actually being there when someone passed and what you saw, what you felt, or did the person talk to you before they were passing? Did they see people? All these sort of stories, and even near-death stories. I would like to know all that as well. And I will put my email address in the pinned comment to this. And the book will probably not be out till next summer. But I'm ready for going with it. I really am. All the time I've struggled with the grandmother book. There's something that's not felt quite right. You'll have heard me in past coffee and chats like, oh, maybe should I do it in one? It's too much for one and it'll take too long to come out. I think the new book on living your best life, to die your best death, basically, is the one that's meant to come out before it. So with any luck, I might have 2 books out next year, but I'm going to go for this one and try and get it out there maybe March, April time. We'll see. That would be pushing it a bit, but it's what's wanted, so there we go. Let me put in the comments what you think about that, and if you've anything to say at all, please email me at my email address that I've got in the pinned comments. Your words may not be used, but they may help me in the way I present something. So even if you don't have a big story, or you just were, can say, well, I did this and I saw this and that's all it was, kind of thing, please send it, because one of the things about Dying to Live, taking so many people's stories of people passing, there was such a coalescence that it was just perfect. And that was the people whose stories went in, but also the people who had maybe not wanted to be in the book, maybe wanted to be named or not named. And that's another thing. If you don't mind your story being in the book, please put the name under it that you would like to be known of, even if it's a, it's a different name to what you use. Because again, with Dying to Live, it was nice to be able to put the story and saying this was from Kath, or this was from Kelly, or whatever. So I wouldn't mind that. And if you do that, then I will begin to have a big folder to work through and coalesce stuff for this book. And I always love it when you're helping me with it. I always love it when I feel as though I'm doing something with my backing band, or my band of angels behind me. I must admit, it feels secure. Don't get me wrong, these kind of books that have things to collate in them, really hard work. But Dying to Live, I think, has had a big impact on people, particularly after COVID and so many negative stuff going on in the world. So I'm happy to receive your wisdom, your words, and therefore pass them on to other people. So please, I know I'm asking for this early when a book won't be out for quite a while, but it'll keep me motivated as well to go for it. So anything to do with having a spirit tell you about the afterlife, or what they had, anything about being with a person or when they passed, especially if you're a nurse or a hospice worker, or someone that maybe sat with a family member while they passed. I would like all those things. And don't be shy, put it all in. I don't care if it's, you can give me 4 sentences, you can give me 400 sentences, I don't mind. I love reading them all. It's a joy, and it's such a special thing for people to share. So thank you in advance if you do help me out. So hopefully you'll enjoy the little psychic development classes that are going up, and be back to White Storm's got something to say for before August is finished, I think, yeah. So I'll get ready and more deeply meditative next week to do that, and we'll take it from there. But I've missed you, but I've had some nice emails. I've had people, in the comments saying we're still here, we're looking, I think it's time to get moving again. I've felt, because of health and stuff, the channel's been a bit stagnant for the whole of this year. But it's like this year, between Benji passing, Jim's back going out for months, things going on with both my daughters that were sad and worrying, and you know, what can I say? But we're getting there, and I feel that I want to move forward, not just with the book situation, but with the channel a wee bit more, to have more interaction. So I'll be asking more reviews as the time goes on, whether that be to enjoy the psychic development, whether it's to comment on the conversation with Colette videos, and I need to find out how you're all going, particularly the ones that have been with us for years. You know who you are. Tell me how you are. Tell me how you're feeling in the comments. Those of you in Australia, New Zealand, USA, Brazil, Germany, Spain, France, Japan, Portugal. I'm trying to remember where people are from that I've been like, oh my goodness. UK, Ireland, Scandinavia as well, yes, Scandinavia, and India. Lots of people from India. Thank you, Durga. So yeah, all of you, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. So give me a hi in the comments, even if you don't want to share, you know, how you've been or whatever. Give me a wee hello. Let me know you're there, and that you haven't kind of given up on the channel because it's been a wee bit stagnant. I don't think you have, but give me a wee hello. So many blessings now. You know, if you want to help the channel, there's a link to coffees. You can buy me a wee coffee. But times are hard, I know, so that's not, I don't want you doing that if times are hard for you, even though it's just, you know, it's a wee coffee. Wee coffees can build up. So I want you to have a very happy and healthy and financially stable end of summer and into autumn. Share the videos, give me a like, subscribe if you haven't. These all help me get going again. It's like this train's been slowing down a bit for too long, and I want to get it charging back up the hill again. So I love you all. I've really missed yous. But it's been 5 months of whoa, and I've noticed in that time there's been at least 4 of the people that I follow on YouTube that have given up on it. They've said I'm worn out, or you know, it's no longer giving me what I need. Some people are, you know, the time that you put in doesn't in any way come back to you in money unless you're selling stuff via whatever. But for those of us that are just ploughing on, a lot of them have given up, and it's a shame because the people I've followed for a few years and really like, and others have just disappeared. Maybe I'm not seeing this stuff. Maybe I should hunt more. Maybe that's it with the algorithm. But I do know that I don't want that to happen to this channel. I've got more life in me yet, even though I'm writing a book on living and death again. But there we go. If I'm asked to do it, these things don't come without there being a spiritual demand for them, especially when it is saying, you know, that thing that you've got all these thousands and thousands of words, that book that you've been working on, that hasn't come out before this one. This one's more important. So there you go. But I know in following this, and it very much had a push from White Storm, I will say that, then I know that I'm working my way towards listening to what I should be doing in my life at this time for the benefit of others. And maybe for my benefit too. The things I'll grow and get out of it might be a wonderful thing for me too. I fully expect that. So maybe that's the first lesson, not to hang on to the things you thought were taking you forward at that time, that you'd invested time, energy in. Because when something is more necessary for the bigger picture, then you have to just say, okay. So I'll love you and I'll leave you. I'm so excited to hear from you all again, and occasionally I will ask for more things for the book, and if you can help out, please do so. You know, you always get an acknowledgement at the back of the books. I always give you your this is theirs with your name or the name you want to be known by, and maybe your country. That works well. The last time in Dying to Live as well, it was like, oh, this person is blah blah from Ohio, and this person is from London, and this person is from Dublin, and it just felt a very international book, to be honest. So anyway, anyway, this has been a long coffee, but I really am looking forward to hearing from you and looking to enjoying the channel again. So many blessings now, and I'll see you in future videos. Bye now.